Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin if you do not know. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a couple different things. I went to Sephora yesterday. I bought a couple new things. If you'd like to see what I bought in full, there is a little mini video up on my Instagram. But today we are going to be playing around with the new Tarte palette, the High Tides and Good Vibes. I absolutely loved the colors and everything that were in this yesterday. It was just absolutely gorgeous, so we will be playing around with that. Also bought some new foundation. I went in there for the new Urban Decay foundation. Unfortunately, it doesn't come out until the 1st, so I walked away with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. This is in shade 230, so we will be applying that today for some new foundation. I am excited to use that. It's a beautiful bottle. And then also, just because I was running low, this has become my new favorite setting powder ever. In my opinion, it's better than Laura Mercier, and not a lot of people would probably say that, but I absolutely love this. This is the Fenty Beauty Setting Powder in shade Butter. And then also, we're going to mix it up a little bit, and I got some Becca Cosmetics, Khloe and Malika. This is their highlighter, contour, and all that, the little X's and O's, so we're going to be playing around with that. So to start off with, we're just going to do our foundation, but beforehand, we are going to prime as always, and I have the Estee Lauder Illuminator Primer. We're just going to put a little bit of this on our finger and then rub it all over our face. Nothing new there, so I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so we have our primer on. Next, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. This is in shade Porcelain. I'm going to do the same thing that I always do. I'm going to put some right here, and then I'm going to go out into my line, and then I'm going to fill it in. Then I'm going to take my Morphe Beauty Sponge, and I'm just going to dab this everywhere, including the top of your eyelids. That'll help get rid of any of the purpleness on the top, along with help lay down the eyeshadow that we're going to get to here in a little while. Alright, so I'm just going to do the other side off camera real quick, save us a couple seconds. Alright, and the next step in today's video, we're going to be going in with our new foundation, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter shade 230. So I am just going to give this, ooh, new pump, I like it. So I'm just going to give this one good pump on my hand right now. I'm going to put this on the Morphe sponge, and then I am just going to start applying it all over my face like I would any foundation, going over the lips to help your lipstick lay down a little bit better, and getting your ears and below your jawline right here so you don't have any really harsh lines. Now, this is not a full coverage foundation, in my opinion. This is more of a medium. You could probably build it up. We will see. That one pump for that one side covered all of this, so that was a pretty good area with a really good amount. So that's not bad. I'm actually really liking this foundation. I was scared because, you know, it's by Rihanna. She knows what she's doing. But I've also had I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. Some people say that it has not the best undertones, it's not the best. But then I've also heard people say that it's like some of the best foundation they've ever tried. So I was just like, you know what, we're going to try it out for ourselves. And we'll see how the formula is, how the undertones are, how everything just blends together, and what exactly I think of it. I always love new concealers. I don't know how many of them I have downstairs. I love finding new foundations. So who knows? This might take the place of my everyday Amazonian Tarte foundation. We will see. Always want to make sure you blend it nice up into your hairline. You don't want to have no discoloration or anything showing through like that. So that was with 2.5 pumps, 1 pump here, 1 pump here, half a pump up here. And now I'm going to take a half a pump and I'm just going to get right down here along my jawline. Make everything just blend seamlessly. Okay. Alright, so that is it for the foundation. I'm really liking it right now. It is not spotty, it is not patchy. It laid down beautifully and very quick, so we will see how it wears throughout the day. The next step in what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going in with my Fenty Beauty contouring bronzer, and this is in color Shady Biz. I absolutely love this. This is going to be contouring my nose today, so let's see. Oh yeah. And I just like to take my little Eco Tools pointed brush and I just get it on all the sides. And then with this, you can make your bridge wherever you want it, of course. If you want a more wide nose, you're gonna go down more. If you want a more skinnier, sunken, snatch nose, you're gonna go this way more. So you're just gonna take it down both sides. Some people just follow their natural bridges and enhance it. Others kind of create their own. And that is what I'm essentially doing right now, is just kind of creating my own little bridge on my nose. Now I'm actually going to kind of bring it up a little bit, right into that crease right there. This is actually going to help give my brows and all of that a more kind of defined look on the bottom too. As always, I am still learning. I don't know what I'm doing by any means. So if you think I'm doing something wrong, leave some comments of how I could do it better. If you learn something from this, great. If you have something you think I could learn, great. Just let me know. We don't need any criticism. There's enough of that in this world. So let's just fill it with beauty and makeup. All right, so I'm going to be going back in with my concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way. And I am just going to bring it right down the bridge of my nose and right here. Go back in with my Morphe sponge. And then we're just going to dab this right over where those lines were so that they're not shining through. But since they were there at one point in time, I know it sounds weird, but it will actually work to make everything more defined and show through. I don't know how it does, but it does. The beauty world don't make sense to me sometimes, but I love it. Okay, so we got that. Next, we are going to be going in with our Fenty Beauty setting powder. This is in shade Butter. This one is my absolute favorite, as I always say. Alright, so I'm going to be going in with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Just going to get some on the end down here. And then we're just going to pack this in everywhere that I have my concealer. I mean, pack it down. Now, the different shades will have different effects to what it does to your oxidation to the foundation and the concealer. This is shade Butter. It will lighten it up, so my nose and my under eyes will have more of a glowy effect. If that's not something that you want, I suggest maybe going with a little bit darker color instead of a translucent one, or maybe just like the original Laura Mercier setting powder with no shine or anything. Absolutely amazing for that. So we're just going to leave this to sit on there for a good maybe minute or two. We're not baking the face, but we are going to just let it soak down deep up in there. All right, so the next step is I'm going to be taking my Becca and Khloe, my Becca Cosmetics Khloe and Malika highlighter and contour. All right, next we're gonna be going in, as always, with our Too Faced Sun Bunny duo. Gonna be going in with the darker on the bottom, lighter on the top, and I'm just gonna be doing that to naturally enhance my cheekbones, as always. So if you wanna see how I do that, you can watch all my other videos. I'm gonna skip it in this video just to save a couple of minutes for us. All right, so our cheekbones are defined. Now I'm going to get the setting powder off. I'm just gonna go in with my big fluffy Morphe brush and just sweep it all off in nice light motions. It's looking like it's not all coming off, but it is. This lightness is from where the powder lightened up the makeup, which is what I was going for. All right. So next I'm going to be going in with the iconic Anastasia Blush Trio, as always. Today, let's go with shade Ginger. 2 swipes, tap, tap. As always, this is super buildable, so I don't like to use a whole lot. It's all up to you and how you like your blush to look. Some people like a whole lot of blush. I personally don't. I just like enough to put some color into my cheeks so I don't look dead, if you know what I mean. Because we've all seen some people that are pretty colorless after doing their makeup. And it's no fun. Not for anybody. Okay. Alright, so next we're going to be going in with our Becca, Khloe, Malika highlighter. So, let's see here. We're going to just take one of the little X's and we're just going to kind of, okay. Yeah, we're just going to crush it kind of on top of the lid. And now I'm just going to kind of put some on the top of my hand. Okay, so that's not quite, what I was expecting. I don't really... No, that's a little better. I was just... After you wear, like, some Jeffree Star Liquid Frost, this just... It doesn't do it. Maybe I didn't pick a good enough color? Maybe I'm not breaking it up fine enough? I don't know. I don't want to put too much. I mean, there is such thing as too much, but that just ain't shining through. And that really disappoints me too, because one of my favorite everyday highlighters is the Becca Cosmetics highlighter. So I really had high hopes for this. So that's disappointing. Oh well, on to the next step in today's video then. The next step in today's video is I'm going to be going in with my iconic Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo. Right here we have the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and then we have the Anastasia Brow Gel. So I'm just going to do this off camera real quick to save us some time, because we've seen this in other videos, so we don't need to see it again. Alright, we are back. Brows are done. The next step in today's video is we are going to be going in with our new Huda Beauty lip liner and liquid lipstick that I got yesterday. The lip liner is in color Bombshell, and then I'm going to put the color Bombshell around the corners too, and I'm going to top it with Ritzy. This is the reason I absolutely fell in love with that. That gold that was in there, oh, I can't wait to see what that looks like on my lips. So let it go in and start aligning. I love new liners. It's so smooth and it's so easy. I wish liners worked this way all the time. And as always, I do like to go in with my little pointed end brush just so that I can work those edges perfectly how I want them. Connecting my corners. Always want to make sure you connect your corners, because if not, your lips are going to look a little wonky. Alright, so now let's go in with the liquid lip. Ooh, that is a pretty color. Ooh. Some people use their fingers and they just dab it out to make it look more natural. I like to use a brush. Ooh, that is a beautiful color. Okay, so now I'm actually thinking we're gonna put Ritzy on top. Oh. Okay, so let's take this. Okay, so that is definitely more of a topper color. I wanted to see. Now we know. So we're gonna take our one that we put on the bottom lip and we're just gonna put it right on the top. Perfect. And now what we'll do is we'll do our eyeshadow, and once this dries, we will go in with the Ritzy one on the top to make it more of a golden glow. So that is our lips. I loving it. Alright, and the next step in today's video is the Tarte palette. Woohoo! Okay. Isn't that just gorgeous, y'all? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, what I'm thinking and I'm gonna go in with Surf's Up, which, oh, it is this beautiful light blue color right here. Oh, okay. And then we're just gonna go in windshield wiper motions back and forth across our eye. I did put primer on my eye earlier when I was doing my primer, so they are nice and ready to get the color. Going back in, a couple more swipes and tap, tap. This does have a huge mirror on the palette itself, which is good. The palette is kind of heavy, so you do kind of have to hold a heavy palette if you're doing it this way. But it is a good, clear, big mirror, which I like. That is a pretty color. Surf's Up is beautiful. Definitely a good transition because it's not too overpowering of a color. The next step is I am going to take my little tiny Morphe brush that looks like this, and then we are going to take deep blue, which is this deep dark navy blue down here, and I'm going to pack that onto the brush. So we're going to swipe it through probably about 5 times, Give it a good little tap. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack this along the outside right here. So you want to be careful when you're doing really dark colors to put them more towards the outer edge of your eye, because a dark color on the inside of your eye will make your eye look so sunk in, and it's not a very pretty look. So if you're gonna do a really deep dark color anywhere on your eyes, the best bet is to go towards the edge of your eye and not in towards your nose, because it doesn't look the prettiest. So once again, I am just going to go in on the other side. I'm not wiping this. I'm literally dabbing the color right where I want it. Just patting it like you would pat something dry. So that's how we're doing that. Okay. Oh, that is a beautiful color. I went into Sephora yesterday and I was like, all right, I want a palette that has blue, like navy blue, a pretty blue. And the girl was like, what do we got? And she was like, we got this new one from Tarte. And I was like, let me see it. And then I seen it and I was like, oh, I need that. At first, she showed me this little mini one that had like 3 on it. And I almost got that one. And then I seen this one and I was like, wait a second. This one's going home with me. All right. So, what I think that I'm going to do... I'm actually going to go in with Aquaholic, which is this shiny, shiny blue right here. It's probably meant for a topper, but we will see what it can do as an actual eyeshadow all on its own. Because Austin likes the glitter. So once again, we're... Oh, okay, I see you. Once again, we're just going to pack this in right here. Okay, so I do like this. This is definitely a topper though. So what we'll do is we will put some over here on this other side so that they match, because we're all about unity. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so what I will do then is I'm going to go in with... I don't know, y'all. What color should I go in with? I'm trying to just look at my eyes and figure out what I'm trying to do. I never have any idea when I start these videos, and I'm just like, oh. We're gonna go South Beach, which is this kind of pinkish color, and we'll see what that looks like. So, this one right there. And I am just where I put those sparkly bits a second ago is where I'm going to put this one now. And I'm going to hope that this does what I am wanting it to do. Okay, it is, but I need to get a better brush so that... Okay, so I'm liking that, the blue-pink separation. It's like a reveal party up in here. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? The world shall never know. Let me stop. Oh my god. Okay, so that is really pretty, actually. I'm liking that. Okay. I see you, South Beach. So once again, we're just gonna go in on the other side and do the same thing. Starting by just packing the color in, and then I'm blending it to where I want. Starting by blending kind of downwards, and then blending in towards the blue so that they kind of mix together. Okay. So I know the edges look a little crazy right now, but I'm actually really liking that pink and the blue on the lid. So next I'm going to be taking my Morphe brush with the little pointy end, and I'm going to be taking Surf's Up, which was that light color blue that we did in the very beginning, and I'm going to go right under my waterline. This isn't a very dark color either, so I might end up having to change it. Yep, we're gonna have to go in. So we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom as we did on the top. We're gonna go in with our transition color. I'll do blue. And then we'll do pink. Alright. So now we're gonna use deep blue, same brush. And we're just gonna connect them. Connect the dots. Same thing on this side, going in with one more swipe. Alright, same brush, we're going to be going into South Beach, which was that pink color that we put on the top lid. And now I'm just going to be putting this right under my waterline on the side where the pink is on the top. And then I'm just going to blend it into the blue. And now our bottom matches our top. Sorry. Alright. So now I am actually going to take my concealer. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand so that I have something to work with. And now I am going to take my little tiny e.l.f. Cosmetics brush. And now I'm gonna take the concealer and I'm gonna go across right here at the top where I don't want the eyeshadow. And this is how I'm going to create that line
of perfectness, so that it's not too high up and that it's perfect to where I need it to be. This is like an eraser. Like you were in high school and you had those little oopsie erasers, the little pink ones or whatever. This is just like the same thing, but for makeup. Concealer is your best
friend when it comes to makeup, in my opinion anyway.
Concealer works for everything. It has so many purposes, it's not even funny. And then when you're having a bad like acne day and like you're not even feeling like wearing makeup, a couple dots of concealer will just change everything for you. Because you can, if you have the right concealer, you can put that on with nothing else and no one will ever know. And I mean never know.
Alright, so now I'm going to be going in with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, and I'm just going to dab it out because I always like to dab my concealer. Okay.
So we're going to put a little bit right here. And we'll put a little bit right here. And this is going to be, for one, there was a little bit of like a line on that side, so we're going to cover that line up. But then also we're going to kind of line up the corners of our eyes with this. Real Techniques Beauty Sponge.
Alright. Now here is where some people turn into perfectionists and other people say, have a good day, go on about yourself. I could take my deep blue and the deep pink and I could go along these edges and I could make it like perfect, like cut, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like you can tell where it starts and where it stops. But also, I could leave it like this. I just got to fix this corner a little bit because you can see where it's dipping in and I need to fix that. I think I'm going to kind of leave it how it is. And it's kind of just a natural kind of look to it. I didn't bring it all the way up to my brow today. I didn't want to do that. That's why I put the concealer there. Now, speaking of the concealer with my brows, I am going to go back in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I'm just going to touch up that bottom line where I put the concealer in case the concealer changed the line at all, which looking in the camera right now, I can kind of tell that it did, so we will go back in and fix that. But first, let me fix this pink that is messed up right here.
Perfect.
I'm liking this blue and pink, actually. I'm feeling it. Anyone having a baby anytime soon? Because I would love to come to the reveal party and wear this. If you are, let me know. I love babies anyway. Okay. All right. So... we're going to take Turtlet, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually the name of Tarte's turtle that they were sponsoring, because this palette, the proceeds of it actually go to helping the sea turtles. So we're just going to take about 3 swipes. And I'm going to put this on my Real Techniques brush, and I am just going to swipe this right over the top of that blue and on the pink. Ooh. Now talk about a nice shiny top coat. That is nice and sparkly. It could be a lot more, you know, if you're looking for knock the house down, snatch the house away sparkle. this is not for you. But if you're looking for like a good, like, oh, I'm going to lunch, I want a little bit of sparkle, maybe going to work, want a little bit of sparkle, that's for you. So that is the Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes palette. I like it. It came out really good. I like the pink, I like the blue. If you don't, oh well, it's not your face. You don't have to like it, you don't have to watch it, you don't have to comment. But if you do, let me know. Comment down below, give me a thumbs up. All right. So, as I said, I'm going to go back in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz. Just going to fix those lines really quick. So let me go do that off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so we got our brows shaped back up. All right, so before we finish this video, I'm going to go back in with my Huda Beauty topper. This is in Ritzy, so we're going to just, ooh, I love that color.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Oh, I love this. Oh, yes I do, yes I do. Ooh, it like turned my bottom lip almost like a holographic pink. And I like that. Sometimes when you layer your liquid lipsticks, you get the best results. But the issue with that liquid lipsticks, if you're not careful, are very drying. And if you put too much on there, everything on your lip is going to show. And it is not going to be pretty, honey. Because no one wants to see all the little dead flakes of skin. And all of that. All right, last step in today's video, Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. Because, you know, we spend so much time on this, we don't want it to go anywhere. So, 2 squirts, get what's in the tube out, and then give yourself a nice healthy amount because, whew, you want it, trust me. Need to invest in a fan. This is my Jaclyn Hill Volt palette. Whew. Okay. And we're done, y'all.